everyone, Novabug here again, and this time for a VR to Alan Mamemeister. And good question, he put a video out recently, link in the description box as always. And good question, what are your... Can you see my breath? That's the problem with being in the loft now. You can actually see my breath. It's quite cold up here, this is hence why I'm wearing the jumper. Nice jumper, isn't it? Later that in another video, probably posted in the same time as this. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry, Alan Mamemeister made a video saying what your no, I'm getting confused with the foursome. 3 positives and 3 negatives of being a YouTuber or making YouTube videos. And I thought that's a good question, that. And my answers aren't going to be, I don't think they're going to align slightly with others. I mean, everyone will always say trolls and harassment and crappy comments, and you know, you can't control what you do, what other people do in your comments. I mean, for me, being a YouTuber, you've got to understand that part and parcel of being a YouTuber and putting yourself out there is that you're going to get shit occasionally. This is the problem. You know, if you're going to be a bank teller, you've got to expect that one day you might get a bank robbery. You know, if you're going to be a policeman, you might get punched. If you're going to be a soldier, you might get killed. You know, it's one of those things that comes part and parcel with the territory. So I'm not going to go up about trolls, I'm not going to go up about bad comments or rows that have evolved. They have happened to varying degrees. I'm not going to dwell on it because I don't want to give anybody any exposure. So I'm going to go with the negatives first, get the bad stuff out the way first, end on a high. Negatives. One of the things that I found quickly, I think within the first year, and for people that like my stuff, I mean, I'm not a massive channel, but people that like my stuff, it got to the point where I was pressuring myself into making content. Now I know you shouldn't do that, but I was. I'm a kind of person which I like to maintain a routine, and if I get something rolling, then I like to say, you know, if I say in one video that this will be out next month, I want it to be out next month, and if it isn't, I'll be pissed off with myself. So I kind of pressurise myself in that. It's nothing to do with anybody else. It's nothing to do with the viewers or anything. It's me. I want to make content, and it's a case of time constraints, real life, all that kind of thing, getting in the way. And it ties into my next negative as well, of getting content out that I want to make and I want you to see, and it annoys me internally that I do that. I try not to let it come out, so it's the first time I've really spoken about it, to be honest. Yeah, it annoys me, so I think that's a negative, and I think for a lot of people that they get frustrated that they can't produce content when they want to and get it out on the time they want to, within whatever going on. For instance, you know, I like to produce tennis video game videos during the tennis season of Wimbledon, and when I can't get a certain game out during that time, it annoys me. Things like that. Second negative is kind of related to that. It's about finding original stuff to talk about. Now, it's not games. I have got an abundance of Amstrad games and new generation games, old generation games, retro games. I've got tons I could talk about. I could talk about until the cows come home over the moon in Tatooine. Said it wrong. Anyway, it was supposed to come out better, that. But I think of something and I thought, well, I want to do that, and then I can't think of where it's going to go. Where's the end goal of that topic? Where is the end goal of that subject? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? This is why I won't just sit down and do an update video. I won't do that. And I know lots of people would like to do that kind of thing and say about their personal life and what's going on, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do that. I want to have a specific topic and talk about it. And if I've got, say, like a stash of pickups, there's a reason why I will talk about them. Or, just to kick the camera there, I think. Sorry. So I don't want to just talk for the sake of talking. I want to have a point to a waffle or a VR or any in front of camera thing. So it's kind of a negative when you can't think of something to do, when you think, oh, I haven't done a waffle for ages. What am I going to talk about? I want to talk about something. I don't really want to talk about that. That doesn't interest me, blah, 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 blah. and you want to think about something, you want to talk about something, it's kind of, again, a self-imposed thing, so it ties in with the first negative. Third negative, I would say the third negative is, see, I want to go down the troll thing, but I've said that already. I don't really want to include that, because it's just, again, it sounds like you're self-deprecating, you know, self-criticising, because you know, it's stupid to think that if you're going to get into this kind of thing, that you're not going to get trolls now and then, because that does happen. I suppose one of the other negatives would be, I do feel a bit of jealousy, brutally honest, and this includes friends on YouTube that have, you know, channels that have taken off massively from nothing and massively successful. I do feel a tinge of jealousy there. But when I stop myself, stop the green envy monster from leering up and scratching my back, you know, you step back and you think, why have they done that? How have they made successful? Is it all to do with luck? Is it just the way the dice have rolled? Probably not. It's probably the fact that their content is actually better than mine, and their subjects are actually better than mine, and all that kind of stuff, and the way they present their channel and everything else. So it's a negative because it's a very self-indulgent negative set of negatives. This, it's yeah, I kind of look at another channel and I think I'm kind of a bit jealous of them motherfucker. No, I'm not going to say that, but you know, you know, get a tinge of jealousy, which I don't like to feel. I don't like to feel jealous about things. I'm not a jealous person normally in things, but with YouTube, yeah, the jealousy monster sometimes rears its head a bit. And again, it's something I try to suppress as much as possible. I don't want to let it out there. I don't want to seem like a twat, because it would just come across like that. And so there you go. Stop kicking a camera, you. Oh, excuse me. It's a bit dusty up here. I've got to get used to this new filming location. I really have, and I've no idea what the acoustics are like in here either. And especially it's a cold evening, so it probably doesn't help drinking beer from where's Amstel from? It's Dutch, isn't it? I don't know. Just spilled it in my leg now. All right. Yes, I've had a few, but anyway, four. I can't fucking count. This is why I got a D at maths. 3 positives. Now, this I will start, you know, reiterating what other people have said. I think Scott said about it. Scott's Game Room said about this, and a few others. Alan said this as well. The friendship thing is a massive, massive positive, and I've created, given, I don't know, whatever word you want to pin to that, some great friends via the means of YouTube, and a few really, really close friends as well. And a couple of them I haven't even met. You know who you are. There's one in Scotland. There's a clue. There's one in Bristol. There's another clue, and a few others as well. One in Liverpool. And I feel I can talk to them about personal stuff and talk to them about YouTube and gaming and a lot of stuff like that, and wrestling and all other interests that we share. And I treasure that. I treasure that a lot. And I think YouTube would never have given me. I would have never met these people in the real life. I've never have met them at all. Never in a million years. And via YouTube, I have. And for that, it's a massive, massive plus. Second positive would be, again, reiterating what other YouTubers have said already on the subject of this video, is an outlet. Is to express my creativity, to express my my pent up desire to create things that people will enjoy. I like to do. I want to share my knowledge with people. I want to inform people. I want to entertain people, and it gives me a buzz that I'm knowing that I do that. It also gives me a buzz knowing that I annoy people as well, because I know that everyone's not going to agree with me. And the fact that I'm very opinionated, the fact they do get annoyed with me is even more amusing in a very, very bent, twisted way. But it's true, and that for me is a big, big positive, because it lets me express myself. I can be myself, but I could also be I can be Chris over here, and I can be Bug here. So, like I've said in previous videos, you merge them two sort of together, the personas. Bug, Nova Bug, what you see now is, 95% the same person as Chris. I hope you believe that, because all I can do is say it. So there you go. Anybody that speaks to me on other social media like Twitter and Facebook and email and personal conversations, they know that. So yeah, good positive. And the third one, excuse me, the third one would be, it's created a more of an incentive to elevate my hobby. I think that's probably what it has done. I fell out with gaming quite, I've talked about this in years back when I first started YouTube. I talked about this, about falling out of gaming and falling out of love of gaming. This YouTube has really brought me right back into it, and made me regret some of the decisions I've made in the past, like getting rid of my original Amstrad and other stuff, and it's incentivized me to create, collect more, go for the Wii U collection, for instance, get more systems and get really back into it. And it's something I should never have fallen out of, because it's something I really enjoy and it gives me a lot of pleasure. And if I spin the camera around, which I'm not going to do, but over there I've got on the shelves over there, I've got all my systems which I'm staring at right now, and they're all lined up in their boxes, and it just gives me every time I look at that I think it just gives me great pleasure to do that. It really does. So that's it, really. That's the positive there. It's helped me get the love back for my hobby. It really has. And of course created a new hobby in the same token. Thank you for watching. That was me blambering on about random stuff again. If you stuck with me for this 10 minutes or so, or however long it was, can't get my words out. Thank you very much. And I'll see you soon in another video. Nova Bug.